ladies and gentlemen. I am the Black J-Hova, and I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. This channel is dedicated towards sharing my insight, opinion, and understanding on two of my personal favorite topics, sports and anime. The first thing I wanted to do for my first video was give you an introduction into the person who you'll be watching and listening to on this channel. First of all, I am still a young man of around 30-some years old. I live out in the Mid-Atlantic area of the United States of America. As you'll learn about my favorite sports, you'll find that I do have a heart for the southern U.S. because I used to live in the South for a good part of my life. But as a military brat, I did get to live in a number of different places, and most of the places I lived in reflected my interest in sports and certain teams and or players. As far as my interest in sports, I like a lot of sports. My top favorite teams that I've cheered for on a consistent basis throughout my life, these are my die-hard teams, and they're all from the city of Atlanta. That's right, that includes the Braves, the Falcons, and the Hawks. I even cheer for the college sports teams from Georgia Tech. I also cheered for the dream of the WNBA, and I'll be following the new Atlanta MLS team when they begin playing in 2017. Now, while those are my diehard teams, there are a few others that I do cheer for or I like to follow. In the NFL, I tend to follow the Cincinnati Bengals. I've been a fan of theirs ever since the days of Chad Ochocinco Johnson. In the NBA, I've been a fan of the LA Clippers for years. Yet, even despite what's been happening recently with the Clippers, I am still a fan of the team. I love the team, and I'm still going to cheer for that team. Also, I'm a LeBron James fan, and I have to say I am glad to see LeBron James is going back to Ohio. He deserves to be back in Cleveland, and it's good to see him going back there. Speaking of being a LeBron James fan, my last NBA game that I actually got to get to was between the Cavaliers and the Hawks. That was back in 2006. That was the season when LeBron James took the Cavaliers to the finals for the first time ever. And just to see them play the Hawks, that was just an awesome game for me to witness. So I got to say, that was something that's special to me there. I also sometimes follow the Sixers too. Now, continuing on with my other favorite teams in sports, there aren't really any other MLB teams I would really cheer for, but I have had a liking for the Tampa Bay Rays. Now, this is for the Tampa Bay Rays, they knowing them as the Devil Rays, being one of those teams that just had nothing going for them. And then their recent years of success have just made me just want to cheer for them and watch them. So I'll keep an eye on the Rays from time to time. And plus, and then there's the other things that going on with baseball that has had me not watching baseball as much, but still, I'll definitely watch the baseball during the playoffs, especially going towards the World Series. So, and when it comes to hockey, I'm not a big hockey fan, but I do have a couple teams I cheer for. I like the Anaheim Ducks, thanks to Disney. Disney, thank you for making me an Anaheim Ducks fan. Also, but I'm also a Columbus Blue Jackets fan. I actually got to see several of their games live and in person, and I still follow the team to this point. And it's sad to know that, yeah, I used to cheer for the Atlanta Thrashers when they were in town, but ever since they left town and became the Winnipeg Jets, it's just sad to see Atlanta not being able to hold on to an AHL team. That's what the second hockey team they lost to Canada. I mean, just wow. When it comes to college sports, I have been a fan of several colleges throughout the years. The ones that go towards the top of my list include Ohio State football and basketball, Kentucky basketball especially, Louisville, And yes, I like both Kentucky and Louisville. I'm not on the either side of that state rivalry. So yeah, so and then also Michigan State. So no, Michigan. No. There's no love for Michigan. Yeah, even I may be wearing blue, but that doesn't mean I like Michigan. Okay, don't get that twisted. Okay. I also like to follow the historic black colleges and universities, especially we're considering where I'm at. There's a good number of teams in the Mid Eastern Athletic Conference that I follow, and they just have a certain spot in my heart. So I follow those schools and their sports. Now, I like football, but I really love basketball, especially with college basketball. In my family, we have a tradition that every year we go out to see the first couple rounds of the NCAA tournament. We go to one site every year, and it has been an amazing experience just to go see all the different college teams playing for the tournament, all going towards getting to the Final Four. It's just I love the tournament. I love it. Now, as far as other sports go, I do like soccer. Just got finished watching the World Cup. That was an amazing spectacle. The tournament was amazing, and don't get me wrong, I love Team USA. I hope we're gonna get better. Seeing Germany win though, wow, I was surprised. I'll be honest, I was rooting for Brazil, the host country, to win it all. Just didn't happen, but still, I do like soccer. In fact, MLS soccer, I'm a Columbus Crew fan as well. And like I said, I'm gonna follow the Atlanta squad once they get started. So and as far as the Columbus Crew goes, I even got the chance to touch the MLS Cup, the cup that they won back in 2008. Yeah, I actually got to go to the airport, see the team arrive back home, and I even got to touch the trophy. It was one of the best moments of my sports fan life. That was so amazing. And another thing, I do like to follow arena football and the WNBA. So I especially love watching a lot of sports, but I also really love the Olympics. I love the spectacle of the Summer and Winter Olympics, the pageantry, just the history of it. In fact, one of my favorite history papers I did in high school was on the history of the Olympic Games. That is one of those things that I just loved doing, and I continue to follow the Olympics. Not too much in depth, but just to at least know about the whole thing, the events, and just the whole event itself is something that I actually get into every 2 years. And plus, living in the South, when Atlanta hosted the Olympics in '96, that was an experience like none other for me. So that's my view on the sports side of my life. So you're probably wondering, why am I doing this? Well, I wanted to share my viewpoint and opinion and talk about sports from my viewpoint. That's just how it is. I want to just share my viewpoint on sports. And hopefully, my plan is to do a video, hopefully around twice a month, and every once in a while just put a few viewpoints of just things I notice in sports happening and just talk about them. No, I'm not gonna do like something like on a daily basis, gonna follow each and everything, like especially on my favorite teams. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna talk about just certain events, certain things that are going on, and just talk, give my viewpoint and opinion. So, and especially with this being All Star Weekend for the Major League Baseball, I'm going to be following that one. So, expect to see me post a little video on that soon. So, with that, I hope y'all enjoy this. Welcome to my channel and see you on the future.